What's going on, conquistadors? It is Scotty the Chunky Spaniard, and welcome back to Round Like Me, the channel where we talk about a lot of well-rounded things. And we just had a amazing storytime Sunday on Sunday about the time that I broke my hand on a kid's face in junior high, and which was demonetized for the longest time, and then woke up this morning not demonetized until they demonetized a bunch of other videos that were already monetized. My tribute to the Cranberries from Tuesday, demonetized! And I'm sure you're so tired of hearing that from so many people. But man, it's frustrating for a little guy in height and channel. Man, what do I gotta do? What's the guy gotta do? But if you're new, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for coming back. And you may decide to unsubscribe because that's how it goes every once in a while. But if you haven't, hit like. And it's very, very important right now. This isn't scripted. If you have watched the channel for a while, you know that this is not scripted. I just speak from my chunky Spaniard heart. It is so important for you to support your favorite creators and YouTubers on this platform right now. To like their videos, to share their videos, get those view times up, those watch minutes. We're only averaging like 2 minutes, and so people get this much and then they don't get the actual content. But I'm taking the time today to just say, please like, share, and subscribe to your favorite YouTubers. Please support them. If you want them to continue making content and to continue making good content and edit way better than I do, then support them, show some love, share their videos. People might not click on them all the time, but the more you share, the more likely people are to watch. So I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to rant on about that, but if you've watched any other YouTube channel that's better at saying this kind of stuff than me, you've heard all of this stuff about the changes going on with YouTube. So I was like, well, then let's just jump in and do what I had planned a couple weeks from now. So cool. I didn't have a hat today, and I'm wearing a hat one of my students got for me, this Angels hat. Went to an Angels game, brought it back. Had another student that went to an Angels game, brought me back this really sick, like carbon one. I think it was Andrew Rush. You know I'm talking about you. And then I had another student go and get me this one because I didn't get to go to the game when they honored the veterans and those in service for the United States, and they went and got me this hat at the Angels game. I got some rad students. Man, you guys are, and you saved me, because I saved these in my classroom, all the gifts that you give me. Oh, saved me today. Needed a hat, didn't bring one, and boom, there it is. Boom, shakalaka, if you ever played NBA Jam. Amazing game! And they do have the app for it. So, not sponsored by NBA Jam, but yeah, man, update some of your rosters in NBA Jam, please. I want some current guys to be like 2-on-2. Let's do it. But today I'm gonna show my age. I'm not gonna tell you my age. I'm not gonna be like, here's my age. There it is. Everyone goes through this point, and it's like this. I don't want to call it a rite of passage. It's these sad, murky waters, or maybe it's like Niagara Falls. You're just falling right up, and you're going down, where you realize all of your references and pop culture knowledge and everything that you reference is out of date. I am realizing that. I'm bringing up stuff that kids have no idea about. I have students that have never watched Napoleon Dynamite. Oh my gosh, and I can't, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. It's so tough. So I was trying to think and be creative, and I was like, what would be really fun and really interesting to have on the channel? And I was like, oh my gosh, slang. I don't know teenage slang at all. And I feel like I'm getting older when I'm like, I can't stand what you're saying. I can't stand the words that you're using. I sound like the old man's like, get off my lawn. And so I was like, all right, guys, we have the Tillamook bucket where kids can ask me questions that would derail a math conversation. I'm like, hey guys, if you have a question and it doesn't have anything to do with math, write it down on a 3x5 card, throw it in the Tillamook bucket, I'll answer it later. And I used to just answer it in class until I started doing the YouTube thing. I'm like, why don't I just answer them on YouTube? Well, I asked the students, like, hey guys, when you get done with math or you have some spare time and you're, you know, on Front Row or Khan Academy, which are great websites, like, and you want to like challenge me and see what I know about your slang and the terms you're using today, throw them my way. So you see Spidey over here, and you see Yoda. This is so hard. Why is this so hard? Because I'm old. So you see Spidey, you see Yoda behind me over there. They're filled to the brim with slang terms. I don't know everything the kids have written in. I was kind of keeping an eye as they were tossing them in, so I've seen a few of them. But the majority of them, I have no clue what's written on those cards. And I'm gonna read them, and I'm gonna try and give my own definition, or I may know some of these because I've heard them so much. But this is gonna be entertaining. I think this might even be more entertaining for me than it is for you, but I hope you enjoy it. Now, disclaimer. Slang terms where I'm at in California may be different than those that you use elsewhere. So I don't want people freaking out and being like, that's not what that means, or that's not how you say it. These are just slang terms that are indigenous to our area, and things morph and change as you move across countries, states, you know, oceans. 11. So let's see what the kids have thrown my way. So I got my Spidey Easter basket. Teachers get creative when they need things to hold stuff in class, and you can find it on clearance. Heck yeah, this is so old. This is from Spider-Man 3. Still Tobey Maguire days. But the first slang term that I must try and interpret. No. Second card from Spidey. OFC? Is that like a subdivision, like a training ground for UFC? OFC. Do you say that when you go into like Popeyes or KFC and you're like, so do you say like, I want that other fried chicken. I don't want that. I want that other fried chicken. Just say, call it like it is. I want Cajun or regular if you're at Popeyes, or I want extra crispy or original recipe if you're at KFC. I prefer Popeyes because they have sweet tea and they have better sides. Sorry. Oh, now I'm remembering. I bet you this is stupid Ohio fried chicken. Shut up, Paul Brothers! You suck! I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but as the prophet Chris D'Elia would say, makes me so BRM, blood red mad. Any mention of them, okay? Now I'm being a savage, right? Stupid OFC. If that's what that actually means. Ah, and anybody, okay, here, more old man Scotty coming out. If you bought one of those stupid white Hanes t-shirts with the screen printed OFC, Logan Paul wants you to go burn your other stuff, the presents your parents got you, so you can buy some of his stupid Maverick merch. It's got a bird on it. It's a bird. I'll give you a bird, Logan Paul. I'll give you a bird. Dude, from the moment I thought Logan was the lesser of the evils, but I always thought he's one of those guys in high school I would have never gone along with. He's one of those guys that would have shoved me into a locker. Him with his little sidekick little brother walking by going, huh, yeah, Logan, that was a good one. Hit him again. Yeah, and we would have gotten down. We would have brawled. Okay, would have had a brawl in the hall if it was in Tillamook, where I went to high school part of the time. Boom! This little Mighty Mouse would have been all over that. I would have lost, but I would have gone down fighting. Yeah! OFC. Don't give me that crap. Bay. Oh, Bay. This shows you how lazy we are as a culture. You already abbreviate everything. I'm using the Chris D'Elia contractions, but Bay, Does it mean babe? Was it babe without a B? Is that what bae means? I mean, like, you're my bae. It means like you're my girl or my guy. You're my bae. That's my bae. I never used it. I refuse to use it. Again, old man. Bae. Only bae I want you talking about is Michael Bay. Give me a new Transformers movie, Michael Bay. A better one. Bring back some Megan Fox in white pants that don't get dirty as they're running through the desert. Explain that one to me, Michael Bay. Explain how Megan Fox's pants never got a speck of dirt on them in Transformers as she's running through the desert. Ah! This is more of a yeah nope than anything. Oh, if you like the yeah nopes, tell me. I'll film another one. Wifey. I know that it means your wife, and it's slang for your wife, your wifey. I guess, I think. That's what I would call Ashley, my wifey. But why don't I just call her my wife? Oh, side note. People that are so Christian don't have anything against it. Used to be a worship leader. Key term, used to be, till I got sick of the politics in church. When people say, my bride and I are driving to the coast this weekend. My bride and I are going out for a date night. My bride, going home to see my bride. She was your bride one time. One time on the wedding day. Just like, does she call you your groom? Oh, that's my groom. Oh, hey, my groom. My groom sounds like some sort of character that would be on the next Despicable Me. Oh! No, stop saying my bride. She was your bride on your wedding day. That's my bride walking down the aisle. After that, she's your wifey. So dumb! Let's choose a few from Yoda. Roasted. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Now, when it comes to roasted, I get it. It's like a burn, right? It's like a good burn. It's like when you slam somebody. You're like, bam, roasted. Although, I like my almonds roasted. And so I got tired of hearing the word roasted, so we came up with a new term in our classroom, and we say honey baked. Oh, you just got honey baked! Because honey baked hams, you ever had one? Delicious. And it's a nicer way of saying, you just got destroyed verbally because you're an idiot. But roasted, I don't have a problem with roasted, to be honest, but I like my term honey baked. And my kids love it too. My students, the kid will say something and I'll say something back because they know not to tangle with this guy. And one of the other kids will bring it up because I'll forget and they'll be like, oh, you just got honey baked. It's amazing and it's sweet. You just got honey baked. It's delicious, but still sends a message of don't say something like that again. I love it. Roasted, don't have a problem with you. Let's use honey baked from now on. Hashtag honey baked. Let's get that trending on Twitter for Jimmy Fallon and stuff. He'd be like, hashtag honey baked. Sounds delicious. Easter isn't for a couple more months. Change roasted to honey baked. That's my PSA for you. The more you know. Da, da, da. Next one from Yoda. I'm sippin' tea in your hood. I feel like sippin' tea in your hood is like an XXX reference, I think. I'm not a fan of XXX, especially when kids like abbreviate it to X. No, he's not X. You could call DMX X. When I think X, I think of Exhibit. I liked Exhibit. Even when he did Pimp My Ride. But sippin' tea in your hood. Kids wear hoods a lot. I know they're probably talking about a neighborhood, but how could you fit in someone's hood? Why do kids wear hoods all the time, especially when it's like 100 degrees outside? Can you explain that one to me? Why do you wear your hoodie with the hood on when it's 100 degrees outside? Or when you're in class? Take your hat off, be respectful. That's hypocritical, right? I had my hat on in my classroom. But I'm a teacher, I make the rules. Take your hood off. I honestly don't wear a hat in class, I take it off. And then I get the comments of, you have had hair. Okay, at least I still have enough hair to have had hair. I'm just thankful for that. Sippin' tea in your hood. I'm not sure. I've seen the Kermit the Frog sippin' tea. What does sippin' tea in your hood mean? Somebody explain that in the comments for me. Sippin' tea in your hood. I don't know. Do they sip teas in hoods? I don't know. Huh. It's a good one. I'm stumped. Don't have anything clever for that one. But I do have to say, as a former language arts teacher, you wrote, I'm, without an apostrophe, sippin' with only one P. You'd make the third graders laugh on a spelling test if you had to say pee-pee, but you forgot your pee-pee. Kids, serious moment. Don't forget your pee-pee, especially when you're going to someone's hood. Oh, we got another roast. Delicious. That's a neck. Okay. I think that's a neck is the equivalent of like the whole like circle gonna punch you thing, slug bug type thing. I don't know if anybody even knows what slug bug is anymore. Sold. I'm sold. But that's a neck. Kids love to slap each other on the neck if you say something stupid or you do something stupid and they're like, that's a neck. Okay, I guess it's like student justice. I don't know. But then you're a redneck. Literally, you're a redneck. And then people would be offended about that. So, stop slapping people in the neck. Really? Like, come on. Right? Just get you in trouble. And then it goes from that's a neck to now you're a redneck and you're offending everybody. In 2018, we gotta be careful, right? So, apologize to any people that actually do have rednecks. I'm sorry. Maybe wear some sunscreen next time you're out working in the yard or whatever job you're doing where your neck gets red. SPF. Get a higher volume of that. All right, moving on. Now, I don't know if this is spelled incorrectly or it could be clout gang or elout gang. Take a look at this. Is that a E? I don't know. Maybe they were trying to write fast. Clout gang. Clout sounds like something that would get the stains out of your clothes. So maybe they're very conscientious of doing their laundry. And it's a group of people that are very conscientious about doing their laundry. If you have a clout gang. Clout gang. Is that just like your posse? Like to prove that you got clout? Like the Biebs has this posse that follows him everywhere? Or like, you know, LeBron has a whole posse that he employs? Is that his clout gang? Is that your clout gang? Can you imagine going up to LeBron and being like, hello LeBron and clout gang, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. What the freak is a clout gang? I'm just gonna say clout gang, not elout gang, because that doesn't sound right. I don't know what a clout gang is. What is a clout gang? But clout really does, I mean like, yeah, as I'm trying to decipher this. Clout gang. I don't know. Do you guys know? Do you know what clout gang is? Let's do a couple more, and then we'll call it, because this is getting long, and I only get 2 minutes of view time on my channel. Thirsty. Okay, I've heard this one before. I've heard thirsty before, if you're thirsty. So thirsty just kind of means like your radar's on all the time, right? Like you're always seeking that next relationship. Might be the person that's like either trying too hard, or you're the person that just jumps from relationship to relationship because you're so insecure. Maybe? Is that what thirsty is? You're really that thirsty for like, or I mean, you know, California, we're always in a drought. You could actually be thirsty. But I think thirsty is like when you're like hard up and you're trying to like hit on a bunch of people and it might not just be working, but you're trying too hard and it's like chill the freak, you know, out, man. Like, I don't know. I guess you would have called me thirsty probably in junior high. They had different terms in junior high. When I was in junior high, they used to, oh my gosh, if you were scared to hold a girl's hand or hug them, or dare I say, kiss them on campus, which would definitely get your parents down there and you get your butt beat by your parents back in the day, in the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s. If you were scared to do any of that, they called you tight. But then if you were like smooching on everyone, you were called loose. So it was tight or loose down in Vista. Yeah, I was tight. I was scared. I dated one girl that, well, dated. I saw her on campus, asked her out because my buddies encouraged me to, and then was scared to give her a hug out at the buses. And after that, she was done with me because I was tight. Not the tight that everybody uses now. It's like, yo, that's tight. I don't even think people even use that anymore. I think that has passed. I think it was probably early 2000s. Yo, that's tight. Or da bomb. See how old I am? So old. And I didn't even use those terms back then. I refused to say tight because as I gain weight, my clothes get tight. So, thirsty? You're trying too hard. You're trying way too hard. But that's going to conclude our video of Does the Teacher Know Slang? And apparently, I kind of know a few of them. I don't know all of them. I'm wondering about sipping tea in your hood because it sounds delightful. Do you have some crumpets or perhaps a nice little cookie to go along with that tea? I'll visit your hood. Come over. We'll have some tea. We'll sit and chat. Pinky's out. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun with it. If you have some slang terms you'd like me to figure out, throw them in the comments. I will try and figure those out. I'll add those to the buckets. Write them on some cards, throw them in, mix it up, pull it out next time. This might be the new thing on Thursdays. We'll mix it up with a few yeah nopes and other things, but I like this. All right? So, thank you for watching Conquistadors. As always, remember to be a better person tomorrow than you were today, because there's always room for improvement. Go out, make this world a better place. That is very important. Trying to spread this message of positivity, right? And unity. Don't be thirsty. But be careful, because you might get roasted, or if you're in my class, you get honey baked. That's right. So, take care. I'll see you next time on Sunday. Be good people. Bye.